Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I did a video a little earlier about how I thought Uber may be changing with mixing up the algorithms. Well, I just put this together and I would love to have your opinion on it, so stick around. I think you're going to like this one. Just some proof positive here that Uber is playing games with the algorithms. As you can see, I'm using my dash camera here. I am right here where it says Lancaster, and there's 2 more cars down here, 3 more in Palmdale. So let's see. Alright, so I have no messages here. Now, there's been quite a few requests going on. These cars are disappearing, meaning they're getting a ride ping. You just saw the one disappear that was on the freeway. And drivers in my market are really strange. They let a lot of rides roll through. So let's see if this driver actually comes back online, because if he does, that means that he or she refused the ride. It should grab that car next, and then if they refuse the ride, technically I would be the next in line. Okay, so the one driver took it because it popped up another car, but now the driver that I was just pointing at got a ride request. Now let's see what happens when I switch over to the driver app. Okay, no messages yet. So that's a good start. So let's see if that other car pops back on, and then the car that's to my left should get the ride request. Or did a car in Palmdale just disappear? I missed it. So let's see what happens. This is what I was talking about in my video, and I'll edit this up a little bit if I need to. But let's go back to the driver app again. Okay, so it didn't offer me a ride yet. So let's watch this other car. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's going through cars in Palmdale right now. I just saw another flip down in Palmdale. So eventually that'll come back around. I'm assuming the ride request is probably going to be in Palmdale if I do get it. But let's just keep an eye on this for a minute. And I will be editing this, so it'll be a little choppy, just to give you a heads up. But I really want to show how Uber is manipulating the algorithms. I'm set right now, and I never drive under 2.5x. I normally drive at 3.5x. Right now I'm set at 1.7x, and I want to see what happens. So that car that was below me earlier didn't accept the ride because he's back on the map. He's just moved to a different area now. So let's see. Now you can see that there's a car getting very, very close to me. Let's blow this up a little bit. See if that car disappears or not. It'll be interesting to see, because if that car disappears, I should get one of those lovely messages that I was showing you in my previous video about how Uber is screwing drivers. So 2 cars just came back on the screen now. Let's see what happens. So another car just disappeared. I mean, it was right next to me, it looked like. And let's see if I got a message. And there you have it. You could be missing out on earnings. You may be missing out. You may be getting fewer trips when your fare multiplier is too high. Are you shitting me? 1.7x. And the system is literally skipping over, well, it's skipping over my, well, it's just skipping over. So there's 2 cars here, 2 more cars here, and then 2 cars. I'm the one basically in the middle. And there you have it. So these other drivers are still refusing the calls, but because I'm set at 1.7 and not taking the minimum fare, then for some reason the Lyft's algorithm is literally skipping over, and you just saw it. Okay, so 2 cars just disappeared. That means that obviously the system is requesting 2 cars. So let's see what happens next. Let's check the driver app again. Okay, so it didn't get to me yet. Just to show you, I'm at 1.7x, which is $1.36 a mile, 48 cents a minute. 1.7x. Damn! So this car came back, so they didn't take the ride.
What the
I still don't understand why Uber would not allow a passenger. Okay, another car just popped up right here. Why Uber would not do what it would normally do, which is my car would disappear, my blue dot would show up, and the rider would either request the car, or request me, or decline the offer. Now, and you're looking at it live, well, in a recording, I'm recording this live, you can actually see that the cars around me, and that one just disappeared, are getting hit with ride pings, and I'm not. And the system is basically skipping over me because I'm not running at minimum.
Man, that just ain't right.
And that doesn't make any sense because, well, first of all, obviously as a driver, I'm losing out because I can't use my multiplier anymore, even though it's there. And Uber is going to wind up paying for my mileage to a call and my time to a call. And then while I'm on that call, if it's like a $3 or $4 trip and it's, let's say, 20 miles away, all the drive time and everything's out. So we're still watching, and I don't know where it got cut off, but I don't know why Lyft would not allow passengers to choose a rate that's higher if they've been waiting for a while. That passenger is obviously going to accept the ride. Uber doesn't have to pay me anything because the ride fare would be more than the minimum wage, obviously. We just watched another car get a request just above me. It was right about here. So if he pops back on or she pops back on, then technically this car here or myself should be next in line for the ride request. So let's see if that car pops back up here. And it looked like the car that was closest to me just disappeared. Now let's check the driver app. Okay, so it didn't quite get to me yet. Let's see if that car reappears. So even though this is a video, I recorded this in real time. And like I said in my previous video, how Uber was manipulating the algorithms and skipping over drivers that were using the multiplier. You're watching it in real time. Well, let's see what happened to that car that was on Sierra Highway that just disappeared. Okay, so we saw that this car just pop into the picture here. So I'm assuming the rider or the driver on Sierra Highway took the passenger. Let's check the driver out just in case. Well, there you go. So I could be missing out on earnings. You may be getting fewer trips when your multiplier is too high.
Way to go, Uber!
So, again, here's my multiplier, 1.7. That is low as I've ever gone since the multiplier has come out.
All right, so sorry it's a little choppy. I was using my dash camera, as you can see. It was my interior camera, and a little hard time focusing there. But as you can see, as I was explaining, I'm sorry it's so chopped up. It's just one of those deals. Yeah, again, back to the algorithms and how Uber is once again trying to find a way to manipulate the drivers. So comment below. I know it's a really short, it's kind of an odd video, but I just really want to get your opinion on it, and leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Is it happening in your market, you know, the area that you work in? And just let me know. So until next time, everybody, be safe, be professional, keep it real, and as always, drive on. Until next time, I wish you all the best of health.